Hello all, welcome back students. So in this video we will be discussing how we will be doing question number 2. For that let me first of all copy this question into idle. Okay. Now we will read properly what the question is actually suggesting to us. Write a program to input 8 elements from the user into tuple called TUP1. Okay. So what I suggest, I will not read the, you can say, later part of the question. I will be not be reading the later part of the question now. I will try to solve the first part of the question and then we will see what can be done. Write a program to input 8 elements from the user into tuple T1. Now we have to take elements from the user. So what we will do, we will write a small program just like the previous question where we are inserting 8 elements from the user into TUP1. So I am very sure that name of my tuple is TUP1, and because it has been mentioned quite properly here that I want 8 elements only, there is no need to ask for elements from the user in the variable n. Directly I will execute the loop for I in range 0, 8. Okay, and let us take the input of the elements in the variable k equal to input, enter element. Once the element is entered, now we will choose what method of the two methods that we discussed in the previous video we will be using. Let us say we use the normal method only. TUP1 equal to TUP1 plus k. Okay, I think this will serve my purpose, and what I will do, I will print the tuple with the name TUP1. Okay, let me first verify whether it is able to take up 8 elements or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, things are working very smoothly and properly. Create another tuple TUP2. Okay, no problem. We are creating another tuple TUP2. Done. Which stores the cube of each element of TUP1. Okay, very simple. I have created one tuple of 8 elements here. I will need to create one more tuple, and what that tuple will store? That tuple will store cube of each element of tuple 1. So first of all, I need to have access of each element of tuple 1. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. First of all, I need to have access to each element of TUP1. So how will I do it? For I in range 0, length of TUP1, and this is nothing new. This same thing we are doing since long. And how will I have access to each element of TUP1? TUP1 of I. Okay, I think this will help me to have access of each and every element of TUP1. Still I will verify the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, as you can see, I have access to each and every element of TUP1. Now what I need to do? For each and every element of TUP1, I will perform the cube of that, and that answer will be stored in TUP2. Okay, that is what I understand, that create another tuple TUP2 which stores the cube of each element of TUP1. So first of all, I will create the cube of each element of TUP1. So let us say C equal to, this will give me access to each and every element of TUP1, and I want to perform cube of this. So let us say star star 3, and result of this will be directly stored in the variable C. So what I will do, in this tuple TUP2, we will keep on appending the element C. So every time, 1 minute, every time what will happen? See, this will give me access of each and every element of TUP1. I want to take each and every element of TUP1 and perform the cube of that. What I am doing, I could have done this directly here. I could have done this directly here. That would have worked perfectly, but I did not want to, you can say, have any logical issues or logical mismatch. So that is why I decided that all this cubing or calculative part I will complete up in a variable C, and I will keep on appending that variable C. Okay, let me see if the answer or the result is working properly. Let us say tuple after, no, let us say tuple 2. Okay, there is no need to you give any such a description like that. Tuple 2 will be giving us the cubes, and I want to see whether it works properly or not, and in that case I will make it tuple 1. We will be entering normal elements only so that we are able to verify 5, 6, 7 and 8. And as you can see, this is tuple 1 and tuple 2 is exactly storing the cube of each and every element of tuple 1. Okay, I hope this program is understandable. Simple logic. And why it is simple? Because the same kind of things we had done earlier. List also we used to do such kind of things, and even in the case of a list we were appending the elements into new list. Here in case of tuple the methodology is almost the same, but if we know the technique of adding elements into the tuple one by one, there won't be any issue regarding that. Okay, so that would be all from my side for question number 2. We will meet in the next video for question number 3. Thank you and have a nice